here on San Antonio Sports Star 94.1 FM. He is Joe Reinagel. I'm Jason Minix. Earlier today, Frank Harris made the big announcement.
This is a very tough time. I took a lot of time praying and talking over my family. And I just think it's best for me to come back one more season at UTSA and lead them to the AAC. And I'm excited for it. Definitely appreciate all the support from all the fans. And I love the city of San Antonio. And it wasn't ready for me. I wasn't ready to leave yet. And I love all the support. I love everybody in the city. And I'm just blessed to be the quarterback at UTSA. Thank y'all once again. I'll be back for my 7th year. Let's go.
The 7th year, let's go. He is coming back, and Frank Harris is joining us now here on the Blitz. Frank, congratulations, man. I think about the decision, and we all think about LeBron when he made his, and it kind of had that feel to it. Take us through the decision-making process.
It was tough because at first I was done with it. I was just out of college, ready to move on, my next chapter in life. And I just started praying about it and talking it over. And I just thought it was best for me just to come back for one more season. So that's what I decided to do.
Frank, when you look at the Roadrunner fans and the people of San Antonio, obviously they've all fallen in love with you. And Jason and I did that way back at Clemens High School.
Yes,
so, I mean, watching you play high school football there. But, I mean, to see the support of this city and to see the fact that they did not want you to leave and they were begging you basically to come back for another year, how much did that play a role in your decision today?
It definitely means a lot. Just to know that I got the support from everybody in the city, just not as a football player, but as a person. It just speaks volume and definitely means a lot. I don't take it lightly. And I definitely seen all the tweets, even if I didn't respond to them or like it or retweet it. I definitely seen all of them. People were sending them to me. It's just crazy. I had an effect on these people.
It's been fun following you, Frank. And again, Joe and I, when Joe was over at Channel 5, now he's doing radio, but, all the years of doing high school football, seeing what you went through at Clemens, seeing you go through some of the devastating injuries. People go 7 years, a couple of medical red shirts, and to see the player and the leader that you have turned into. Talk about that process and really when the light went off for you as a player. Was it under Coach Frank Wilson, under Coach Jeff Traylor, where that light went off for you as a player and a leader?
Yeah, it was definitely a long journey for me, battling through all those injuries. I just didn't know what to expect next. Trying to figure out if I even wanted to keep playing football, to be honest. It was just a long, stressful process. But, I kept my faith in God and got close to my family at those times. And I think everything happened for a reason. I didn't get it at first, but I'm seeing the reasoning why those things happened to me at an early age and early in my career. I'm reaping the benefits now, and I'm just blessed. And like I said, he does everything for a reason, and I'll never question him. I never question God again.
Frank, it's been such a fun time for Roadrunner fans the last couple of years especially. You guys, as successful as you are, you obviously a very huge part of that. Talk to me a little bit about your relationship with Jeff Traylor. We talk to Coach Traylor every Monday here on the Blitz, and he's always talking about how close you two are. It seems like a very special relationship.
It is. Me and Coach Traylor have a great relationship. He is my coach, of course, but I talk to him outside of football, just everyday life. He cares about me and my teammates just as a person, which is kind of rare in college football. They kind of care about you just as a football player and what you can contribute to the football team. Coach Traylor cares about you really as a person, and he's a player's coach. He listens to what we say. He's just a great guy all around. It's easy to play for a coach. He truly has your best interest at heart, and just not just for you as a football player. So I love him, and the team loves him. San Antonio loves him, and we're just blessed to have somebody like that leading this program, and we're just blessed to have him as our coach.
Watching the way you two embraced Friday night in the Alamo Dome after you guys won the conference championship game, and I'm in the stands and I see that embrace on the big video board, and I thought, he's done. Frank knows he's done. Coach knows he's done, even though they haven't said anything. In your mind, Friday night, were you done?
I was not. Me and Coach Trailer literally talked maybe about probably I think Monday or Tuesday about everything, and I kept telling him like, hey, I just want to just focus on this game. Maybe we spoke 2 weeks prior to that, and I just kept telling him like I just really want to just focus on the game. I really don't know what I'm gonna do. I said I'm leaning more towards coming back, but I don't know exactly for sure. But I don't want to be a distraction, nor do I want to not focus on this football game for my teammates. So afterwards, we embraced each other. And, he was telling me just come back one more season, and I'm telling him stuff in his ear. He's telling me stuff. But it was just a crazy moment, to embrace him after everything I've been through in my career, and just happy for him to get back-to-back championships. Just a testimony to the coach that he is.
Well, I tell you what, it's been a thrill to see you guys have the success you've had in Conference USA, but now you guys are moving up to the AAC, and I heard in your press conference today that you were happy to be coming back to kind of lead the charge into that newer, tougher, perhaps conference. Was that a part of the decision, maybe to get up and have the no disrespect to Conference USA, but to have maybe a little better competition to play against?
Frank?
Hello?
Did we lose Frank?
Sorry.
Yeah.
That's all right.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Some people were telling me that I shouldn't come back because, it's supposed to be better competition, and I should just leave right now while, I'm basically hot. But I'm just like, nah, I don't think I'm ready for that next chapter in my life just yet. My draft stock wasn't high enough to even try to go to the NFL, and I think we have something great going here at UTSA. I love the program. I love the coaching staff. I love the university. I love San Antonio as a whole. And I just thought, honestly, it was just best for me to come out one more season. It's a great opportunity for me as well.
I saw you mentioned earlier after the press conference and some of the interviews I saw on Twitter. So clarify, you had a Power 5 offer that was a pretty high dollar NIL. So you could have gone and said, hey, I'm going to go play wherever that was. If you want to tell us, you can. But, how much did that factor in one more year at one of those major stages versus coming back to UTSA?
Well, Coach Shredder knows that I love this. I love the city. I love the program. And it's like my dad told me once I committed to school when I was getting recruited that I wasn't going to be able to decommit. My dad's a firm believer in all about loyalty. So he don't play those games. So I know a lot of people asked last season after that year if I was in a grad transfer. And my dad said there's no way he's going to be able to grad transfer. UTSA been there for him when, he was injured and hurt. So this is the least that he can do is pay them back and playing at UTSA. So no way, there was no doubt in my mind, no thought in my head that I was going to leave UTSA. Just how I was raised from my parents and how I was brought up that, we stick to the school, we stick to something, we're going to go finish it no matter what comes at us.
Frank, I've got to ask you because we've talked about the generosity of San Antonio and the collectives now that have been started here in San Antonio to help this program and to keep players like yourself. How have you seen this change the game in your mind? I mean, you've seen both ways. Has this changed the game in a positive way or a negative way?
I feel like it's going a little bit of both ways. Some people might start playing the game for the wrong reasons. Some people might transfer for the wrong reasons. And it's like a free agency out there. Really, people might just where they try to get the most money and not particularly where they're wanted to or wanted at. So I don't know. It's kind of a slippery slope. I feel like it can be used very beneficial, but then at times it can be used as a distraction. People can envy other people. So I don't really know. Really, we're still learning everything about NIL. I'm sure they're going to put some regulations. They're going to have to at some point in time about all these things. But I do love it. I'm not going to lie. It's a great way for us to get some money in our pockets, especially after certain places use our names to promote their businesses. I just feel like it's only right for us to get a percentage of them using our name as well.
And while there are no regulations, Frank, I will tell you, go cash in as much as you can, man. Don't turn any. I mean, you got to do that. Frank Harris joining us here live on the Blitz. As mentioned, Joe and I are heading to Philadelphia this weekend for the Army-Navy game. Go Navy, beat Army. and we're going to see one of your buddies, Max DiDomenico, on Saturday play. And I'm hearing from his dad that next year in the Dome, they're calling for a revenge game, man.
Oh, me and Max, me and his brother are best friends. So me and Max got real close since, he was in middle school. So before that game came, we played Army. It was a lot of trash. We had a group message together. There's a lot of trash talking in the group message. We had a great time out there. And I'm definitely going to talk trash to him again in the Alamo Dome. Just a great time playing against somebody, you kind of grew up with. He's a special kid, and I'm glad he finally get an opportunity to go out there and play. He'll make big plays for him.
Yeah, as a guy that's covered high school football in San Antonio for 25 years, I'm thrilled as well. Just do me a favor, text him and just say, "Go Navy."
I got you.
Yeah, go Navy. Say, speaking of Navy, Frank, you looking forward to the River Parade?
I am, for sure. I said something that I wanted to get one. I didn't know exactly when it was going to happen, and I seen on Twitter it's happening Friday, so I'm definitely excited. I know it's a couple of teammates that have never been to Riverwalk. It's going to be a great experience for us, along with the soccer team, to see everybody come out there and support us, and we're definitely excited.
Yeah, the River Parade, then you're off to Orlando for the bowl game. But you got, I mean, when we talk about Mr. 210, Frank, you can tell he's on his cell phone, is in his car. He's heading down to Brewster's backyard, which is, tell Norm down there hello, man.
Yeah,
we did our show there
absolutely.
not long ago. That place is great. You're doing a toy drive. I mean, it's like when do you sleep? It's like either football or community work you're doing.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm not trying to brag or anything, but I'm literally always on the go, always doing something. Even before the press conference earlier today, I went to go talk at this mentorship thing. So I'm always doing something for the community. I mean, I love it. Don't get me wrong. I just love giving back, trying to be inspiration, doing all the little things that I can do while I can do it. So whatever I can do to help, I'm willing to do, and I just love to see smile on people's faces by my little impact of me being there or doing something for them.
Well, I tell you what, you're always smiling and always posing and smiling for selfies and pictures with fans and doing stuff. I don't know if you heard this, thinking about how busy your day is, Frank Harris, but you were today named the Conference USA Player of the Year. I don't know if they've been able to get a hold of you to tell you that.
I did. Actually, when I was speaking at that mentorship thing, I got a notification. Everybody started messaging me and stuff. So I seen it then. So I'm definitely grateful for that award, but it doesn't happen without my teammates. They don't get enough credit, I don't think, but I'm going to give them all the credit that they deserve. I'm just blessed to play with those guys.
I tell you what, Frank, enjoy the success, my friend. Enjoy everything that's coming your way. You deserve it. You've worked hard for it, and you're just a good man on top of that. So enjoy it all, okay?
I truly appreciate that.
Appreciate it. Frank Harris, Conference USA Player of the Year, announced today that he's coming back for one more year. Do me one. Only thing left to do, man, go get that first bowl win for the program, man. Do that next week down in Orlando.
Trust me, that is the last thing I have on my list. I'm going to be crazy hyped up if we get that done.
Absolutely. Frank, man, enjoy the toy drive tonight. Appreciate you doing this.
Of course. Yes, sir. Thank y'all.